All right, just like that, we're back. Look at that.
Look at us.
I got the other guy.
Sarnia, Jake.
Welcome back to Progressive Auto Sales Arena. My friend Jake Cherski joining me here. It is 4-1. Wow.
Wow.
What an amazing first period.
Yeah, they came out strong, came out fast, hard. We're getting all the right bounces and everything, so
yeah,
good for us. Yay, our team.
Yeah, our team, right? Well, Jacob Burrows, Jamison Reese, Martin's in there, and Hugo Lavinius with, what did they say, like 27th? We'll see here.
22 or 3.
21st goal of the season. Like, the eyes are on Hugo, I'm thinking.
Well, I think it's one more goal or 2 more goals than he would have got last year's total. So
yeah,
he's got another half of the season to go. So that's always good for him.
Fantastic for him, eh? And we're seeing a little more Jamison Reese in there as well. I mentioned on the earlier broadcast with Jay Beckham that Darian Hatcher was asked about Jamison Reese's performance. They first come out, and we talked about this before. First time getting on the ice, you're kind of feeling things out a little bit. But now it seems like he's kind of found this groove there.
He's playing exactly like like the Sting want him to play. Obviously, his toughness is great. He's got great skills. That one goal that he had was ridiculous. So again, yay for our team.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and you talk about goal the last game here on Wednesday, going to a shootout. Talk about exciting, and Hugo's up there. Flubs the puck away. You can hear the audience go, oh, yay.
Yeah.
Good recovery there.
It's always nice when the bounces are going our way, Yay for our team.
What do you see?
Sorry.
It's okay. What are you seeing? What's different? What's going on differently out there with these guys?
You know what? I think with the trade that they had, obviously that looms. No one's sided on one side or the other. Sorry,
It's the purge.
I just parked my boat.
The purge. Just parked my boat.
With that looming in the dressing room and stuff like that, obviously it's on everybody's mind and whatnot. So once you make the trade, then it happens. Okay, everything's cleared up. We're ready to go. Hey, let's play hockey.
Yeah.
And they were already a good team. It wasn't that they were ever bad. They had that shake up in net.
Yeah.
And one goal goes in, then it's a snowball effect. And now they're playing the same up front as they've always been playing.
Well, and maybe there's just been a lot of lessons learned over the losses that they have had. I mean, we've always talked about the scores of the goals were never really outrageously. There was a couple bad ones in there, but the scoring was fairly high. 3 or 4 goals a game, right?
Yeah. And that kind of comes down to a great coaching staff. They learn from the mistakes, they learn from their losses. Anybody that keeps preaching the program that's not working probably shouldn't be coaching.
Yeah.
You got to learn to change. You got to learn to challenge your players. And obviously, the clan we got behind the bench is doing a great job. So.
I think one of the things that, I know when I talk to the coaching staff, one of the common things in there is these players know what they need to do. We've taught them what they need to do. Yes, we have to be encouraging. We can give the motivational movie speech, or we can yell at them, but at the end of the day, they really know what they have to do. We just have to keep reminding them, how to work at it, how to keep moving forward. That, I know I say it a lot, but that mindset to keep pushing forward. And that's really, I'm not saying that's all there is to coaching, but when you've done that, coaching the skills, it really just comes down to keeping that going, right? And recognizing the strengths and the weaknesses of a player. I think it's easy for us to say, wow, hey, that Hugo Lavinius, he's really good at scoring goals, but we have to kind of look at what are the weaknesses there too, right? That's going to be the hard part.
I think a big thing with coaching also, it comes down to you need to be like a character coach. You got to understand the player. You got to motivate you and stuff like that. Like I can tell you, Dave, when you get the puck, you're going to pass it to this guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be breaking out.
Really?
But if you're not, let's say you're having a down day or something like that, it's like, you give him the pat on the back a little bit. You make sure that he knows that you're there for support. There's a lot of non-hockey things that a good coaching staff has to be good at too, to keep the players focused and to make sure everyone's playing on their game.
Well, there's a lot of the personal side, I guess, to it as well. Jay and I were talking, and Patrick DeRoche mentioned this time of year. It's the countdown. I know Christmas is coming, and I get to head home and see my family. And just kind of no hockey, no coaches on me, all that kind of stuff. That countdown starts coming, like you know when this time of year is coming, right? And you look forward to that. That's going to have an effect on a player, especially these young players. They've got a lot on their plate. We've seen, let's talk Legionnaires for a minute. They did the face-off for mental health recently. That's happening a lot. Those types of discussions are happening at all levels of hockey. I'm out playing hockey. I call it a rehearsal, but I'm practicing. I gotta go to school.
Yeah.
I have to get good grades.
Yeah.
I have to get good grades. And by the way, I want to be a teenager.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times they miss out on being a teenager to some extent.
Sure.
But you know what? I've said this numerous amount of times to different people and whatnot. You have a 4-year resume to be a millionaire.
Well.
Right? You got 4 years to kind of dedicate to that.
Right.
Just find a balance and you'll be okay. You'll be okay at the end of the day. You kind of know when you're 18 whether if you get drafted, if you're going to end up. So either you put your pedal down and try harder for the next couple of years to try to make that break, or just enjoy it. Just enjoy the game you're playing at this high level. It's still a high level of hockey.
Sure it is.
So you enjoy the hockey at this level and maybe embrace some of that teenage years and a few of them that you miss.
Jay made a good point. You talk about Nolan Burke. He's 15 years old. Joins the team like the Sarnia Sting. Already got his first OHL career goal. 15 years old.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in that young man's life right now.
Yeah.
That he's excited, but where am I going with this? And is it fair to say, like, a lot of these players, well, I shouldn't say a lot, I don't know a number, but they don't all necessarily aspire to go to the NHL. Some of them, they want to go to school, or it's a stepping stone to maybe the AHL or European, whatever, right? So.
No, it's absolutely right. When you talk about that Burke guy that came up from Peterborough, or from Peterborough, came up from Pickering.
Yeah, right.
Maybe that's part of his teenage years. Maybe hockey's part of that teenage years for those kids. You really don't know, and I think the only way you measure it, unfortunately, is after. It's just
sure.
What did happen is I got robbed in my teenage years because I was busy playing hockey and I hated it. It was a bad experience. So again, going back to the coaches, if the coaches can make this a good experience, and you know what, they lived their teenage years to the fullest because they got to travel all over Ontario. If they were good enough, they got to travel around the world as a teenager.
Oh yeah, no kidding,
hockey. So I would have loved that as a teenager instead of just staying at home.
I would have loved to too, but my problem was, Jake, every time I hit the puck, I fell down.
Yeah,
so I'm not a quitter, but I know when I'm beat.
Yeah. And you got to enjoy your teenage years.
I did. I'm still enjoying my teenage years. Some would say I'm the oldest teenager they know. But I think it's just a good thing to point out that there's all different levels going on out on that ice. Obviously, every one of them wants to win their game. They want to do their very best. There's no question there. But you can look at difference in upbringing too. Look at Jacob Perreault, for example.
Right.
His father is often seen around here. We know what he's about. And we tend to look up to our dads most of the time. So we kind of want to be like that sometimes. So sometimes it just depends where it comes from, even look at Kelton Hatcher, there's not only is my dad an NHL superstar, but he's my coach.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Let's put that all into the mix, right? So
yeah, it's tough, and I think that's why you need a good coaching staff as well, and a good support, like even the billet families and stuff like that. It's so important at this age to be guiding these kids in the right direction, they're away from home and stuff like that. So there's a lot more pressure than I think some of the fans think that they have.
I like the fact that you mentioned the billet families, actually, because they're often unsung heroes in what's going on here. The traveling, they're coaches too, life coaches, I guess, right? Because I'm away from my real mom and dad, or who knows what the personal life situation is. What do you think? Do you know any of the billet families at all? What do you think? What's that like, I wonder?
I've never been part of it, so I don't know, but I do know some people that have been, and I know for a fact they treat those kids just like they're their kids.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, there's birthday parties. There's, they get in trouble from them. Hey, clean up your laundry. Like, it's just they've moved right into, instant family, another instant family, and for the most part, from what I understand and what I've seen, the billet families take it very seriously.
Absolutely.
And they're trying to let that kid focus on hockey. That's why he's there. And if he focuses on hockey and succeeds, then hats off to those billet parents.
Yeah, well, and there's a process too. You don't just sign up to be a billet parent. There's a process.
Absolutely, yeah. There's interviews from what
Come on, Jake. I don't know if you'd
come to my house.
I don't know if we'd pass or not.
No, I would.
It's a really good point to the billet families because, well, even look at somebody like Stamkos. He's still very close with his billet family from when he was here, and that's one of those teenage memories that goes on and forever, and then the impact kind of carries on to the next generation, hopefully, right?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
all right, well, 4-1 here. We're about 3 minutes away from carrying on. The end of the Good Shepherd here tonight is Miles Vanny. He's got the reindeer thing going. He's got the reindeer. What do you call those? The antlers. Why don't you have a pair of those?
I do.
We kind of do, maybe. If I go like this, I don't know. It's 4-1 here right now. We're having a good time. Merry Christmas, everybody, or Happy Holidays, however you celebrate it. I got to say I'm a little disappointed in you tonight.
I'm not.
I wore the ugly sweater.
I wanted to laugh at you.
No, you have something else going on out there now that you finally. I got to tell you, I had a hard time not telling anybody about this cool jacket that you have now.
Oh, you can tell. It's debuting tonight.
Yeah.
The corner from Wellington.
Well, you ordered it. You're right, but you showed it online already. I saw pictures, right? Yeah. But I've known for a little while. I was like, that's cool, man. Yeah. So go on to his Facebook page. It's on there. Check it out.
It is.
And I wouldn't leave that lying around.
Oh, no, I'm not. No,
except, I couldn't steal it because it kind of has your name on it. But
it's heavy.
Yeah. Is it really?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so heavy, yeah. It's amazing.
Macho Man Randy Savage came to mind when a few of us saw that posted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Tell ya. All right, we're having fun here as always. The ugly sweater night here is awesome because the Sarnia Sting are leading against Erie right now, 4-1. But it's only the first period. Let's see what happens in the next 48 minutes of hockey. We'll be back here. Jay Peckham. He won the straw draw tonight, so you don't get to come back.
Sorry, your viewers will be down in the second intermission.
All right, having a good time. Make sure you check out my friend Philly Cheese Jake there all next week, right? Christmas is coming up. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm almost ready. Sunday, I'm going to tie everything up on Sunday, so we'll be good.
Right on. And tonight you're down at Frenton, Wellington.
Corner Frenton, Wellington. We're slinging dogs.
All right, sounds good. All right, broadcasting for the show live on location with a score of 4-1 for the Sarnia Sting. Also for the Video Show Network, I'm David Burrows and my friend Jake Cherski. We'll talk to you soon.